I'm back in the saddle again. I'm back. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Now, one of the things that been getting a lot of buzz was I remember when that Jeffrey Dahmer story came up. I thought John and I were going to watch it, and John said he wasn't interested, so I watched it, and I loved it. And I loved how effective and how great Nishi Nash was. That's the one lady that's in oh, Reno 911, but she's also on other talk shows and other stuff. I mean, she's around a lot, you know. And it's cool to see her play a really good, serious role. 'Cause a lot of times, people who are comedic actors can play serious roles too. Robin Williams played some serious roles. I think he wanted to try it. Like, I mean, he did movies that were like somewhat comedy and serious, like maybe like semi tough or not. Best of times, I think, and World Recorded in the Garp, stuff like that, or Moscow on the Hudson's. He did stuff that was somewhat serious and comedy in it. Fisher King, you know, and with that, a lot of people were talking about Netflix, and they were talking about the Monster series. Like I said, they had Jeffrey Dahmer on there. That's back, yeah, with Nishi Nash. He did a great job. It's really weird how they have like they try to get really attractive people to play these roles, right? And they get, I mean, I think Rita was saying that her daughter Angelina dressed as Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween, which I think is awesome. I guess she got in trouble with some other people in school didn't like her doing that, but I think it's BS. So I mean, there was no, I mean, there was no rule what you can or can't be. I mean, well, if you take it too far, you know what I mean. But I mean, and we're all just like G rated, you know. It'd be Jeffrey Dahmer, but that's all, you know. They still be G rated, but not without the crimes he did, right? And the second one is the Menendez brothers, which I didn't really watch. I didn't care to watch that one. Maybe I should have. And I know those guys were, I guess we would say good looking. I know a lot of people talk about that. Now Ed Gein, a lot of people talk about this one too. And I know some people said they couldn't watch it all the way, or it's too gross, or it creeped them out so much they didn't watch all the way. But they was talking about it, and then I know, oh, what was it? One person like, oh no, I know Spoofa said it was really good. She binge watched it, and dread dropped. I mean, I started watching like 4 days ago, and I would do that, and then I would maybe want to do like a short video to go live, do a live review of. But I wanted to review this one definitely. Oh, yo. The quick slice pizza. Oh no, don't. Yeah, never come back. Pizza sounds pretty good right now. Pepperoni pizza sounds pretty good. Or a meatball sub. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. With Ed Gein, I went to Menendez brothers. Then Ed Gein, like some people are like criticizing it. Some say they're getting some stuff wrong. Some say they're getting some stuff right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you my really problem with the movie first, and then we'll go through each episode, you know, with no spoilers by being stuff that did happen, you know, or stuff that happened in the movie. Okay. So let's go on to it. I mean, first of all, like I said, like having like really super attractive guys. I know like a lot of people love Jax, that Tatum or Jerry Tatum, or I mean one of the names, one of the Tatums or so Charlie Tatum. Yeah, Charlie Tatum. Was played Jack and all the women were drooling all over him. And I guess he played Ed Gein like he looked so familiar. I couldn't guess who he was though, because he had like the face was familiar, but he had like the haircut, and he had the eyes were are definitely like the guy if you see the original crime footage of him. The photo I have in my thumbnail it was more as that's what Ed Gein really looked like. You know, that's what he really looked like. Like I now was finally like, dang, that guy looks familiar I haven't watched Sons of Anarchy in years, and it was that guy, Jerry Tate. No, it's Charlie Tatum. And the problem I had with that, I mean, when they just had the voice, he played two cartoons like, "Hi, Mom, how you doing today?" He should have been doing that, you know. That for the small pizza. Oh, he did. Oh my goodness. I go for the big pizza portions. These 2 or 3 slices sounds really good about right now. And you know, to start off with, oh shit, I lost my track. I have this right here. Well, his voice was too weird. He played too cartoony, right? Like, damn shame, damn shame. I had a problem with that as soon as I watched it. Because I've seen other movies not there's a whole bunch of movies based on his life, right? I mean there's some that are really based on his life. There's an Ed Gein with Steve Riddle's back. And there was a movie called The Range with Richard Blossoms playing his character. And those are all based on his life. And they never had his voice like that. His voice is like really normal though. And I think I want to get back to which of the because there were like 3 movies based on his life, 4 technically maybe, and there's 3 based on his real life. You know, inspired by him like Psycho and stuff. I'll get back. I'll tell you which one I think is the best of these. When it starts off with introducing his character, you know, in the farmhand, his one brother left. You know, he's still in town though, and he lives with his mother. His mother's played by Laurie Metcalf. And a little bit, I had a little bit of her playing that cop all crazy from the Connors. There's a little bit of that shines through in this too, but it's kind of funny. There's a little bit of that Jackie from the Connors, all crazy in that cop outfit. Yeah, it was cool. Her daughter actually played. Her real daughter played in a couple scenes with her. I think it's really cool. I mean, I know. Yeah, they aren't responsible. Yeah. Oh, they're not responsible. Okay, good, good, very good. We solved that mystery. And basically, his wife was his mother was very condescending, like typical, like religious stuff, like, don't never get with a woman and spill your seed inside her and stuff. You go to church and stuff. That goes against God's law. You're not supposed to have unwed one wed naked lady who's pregnant on. You know what I mean? They can't be real religious. And but her mother, I mean, she played her like really nasty and stuff for the most part. And that was a really good episode, right? And then like I can't remember if they told the whole mother thing in that one or not. Let me see. Shit, where am I at? Oh, I don't want that one now. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, his mother actually mostly around her mother, and then his brother. And then he killed his brother. And he blamed it on fire, and then he kept his mother died later on that episode. It was a really good episode though. And it has, I will say one thing about it. It has like the saddest violin music in it. They talk about that song, uh, The Hitchhiker from Incredible Hulk. That piano theme is so sad. This is just like it right up there with it. But violins evoke a little more emotion, in my opinion. It's very sad music. He talked about lost his mother. And they saw them like, and then he tried pretends his mother's still around to other people and stuff. And then with that, he starts like fantasizing about death, uh, removing skin and the clothing and stuff. And they talk about him and Hitler. I mean, not Hitler, Hitchcock. About I guess Robert Bloch wrote a book called Psycho about like a take on Ed Gein, right? He sold it to he talked to Alfred Hitchcock about it. Oh, I had to tell you that. I thought Snail would be faster if I removed the shell. Did it work? And said, nah, it just became more sluggish. That's funny. Pete's portion. Oh, yeah, Bates part. Okay, customer Pete side. Oh, I got you. I got you. And it was really, they talked about like Robert Bly gave to Hitler. I mean, Hitchcock. I'll tell you what. I mean, they showed like Ed Gein. I think people said Ed Gein creeped me out. I thought Hitchcock creeped me out. I know he's very disturbed. He's a very disturbed, bizarre man. I saw a special about him on PBS before I started watching a lot of his movies. And they did show the whole shower scene from Psycho way before I was able to watch the movie, you know. I remember my dad rented it and said, like, okay, did you see? I saw the shower scene before. You know? Oh, I thought you did see it before. I mean, when I saw the thing, like, I want to rent it if I didn't see it. I still want to watch the movie. Or like, oh, I remember the movie music video Thriller came out. Michael Jackson. We didn't have MTV, so we couldn't watch it right away. And I watched on Canadian TV. They showed the whole 13-minute thing, the whole uncut. And I remember my dad rented a week later. My dad came back and rented the making of Thriller because he wanted to see the music videos. Oh, we always saw music videos. I wish you would have told me. But that one actually wasn't bad either. That was like a thing based between Michael Jackson and director John Landis, you know, about the video. But they talk about how scenes are similar to like the movie Psycho. They show like him on the lot set. They talk about Anthony Perkins came up. He was troubled. He had some problems like some of the other people did. That was really good too. That was really good too. And how shocked people were about Psycho and stuff. And they so he wanted to make another movie, and they said, "Well, I don't know about that." And the studio wanted him to make a sequel to Psycho because it did so well. And he said, "Oh my God, this what the world's become now? I helped unlock the beast and stuff. Now there's more blood, gore, and horror on the screens more than ever." Um, he might have done. He did a movie about a guy who strangled topless women called Frenzy. That was the only R-rated movie he did. I saw that. That might have been his reaction to that movie right there, because he never did another R-rated movie like ever. Even though, I mean, I don't think Psycho would be considered R back then, but I mean, close enough. But that was his first R-rated movie for real, and he was more creepy than anything else. But I thought it was cool how they showed how like these movie variations of him, because there were three of them. Well, because the three movie, I mean, well, four maybe. Because they talk about Silence of the Lambs, right? What about Manhunter, the James Cameron movie? You know, or maybe it was because I'll get to it in a bit. They mentioned Silence of the Lambs just a teeny tiny bit, but mostly it's about Hitchcock and mostly about the stuff with Hitchcock. Someone with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, nowhere near as much as the other people. And they show like how his stuff that he's doing is really bad, horrific stuff. They show like they start showing scenes about like him like bashing your head with a sledgehammer, right there, Texas Chainsaw, and they were starting to show the scene, and then they showed an offshoot of them filming that movie. Oh my God, they almost looked exactly like the original cast members, except the guy who played the cook. Nothing like him. Hitchhiker was close. Leatherface was close, but I mean, I don't remember there being a tear on the chin. You couldn't see it that well. You couldn't this one. And then the grandfather looked spot on with the makeup. I knew that was Texas Chainsaw. And talking about Toby Hooper being a very angry young man and saying this is what they get for Vietnam. But the weird thing about that is I've never seen hearing the audio commentary for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He thought they were going to get a PG rated movie. He thought they were going to get a PG rating. That must not have been as intense as he thought it was, because it got R rating. And then with that, he was disappointed because they said he wasn't able to do as much. He was disappointed I got a. He wanted to get a PG rating, but I didn't get that. Well, I mean, a lot of the characters in that one looked like him. I remember Toby Hooper. He kind of looked like that guy, kind of, you know. But the guy who played the cook, nothing like him. Hitchcock was kind of like him, but he's so strange guy, you know. Yeah, I didn't recognize Anthony Perkins at all, but I guess that could be him back then, you know. And it's talking about more of his antics, him getting caught. Now he gets caught in like right in episode 6. So it's interesting to see how the show progresses from that, you know. I mean, there's lots of like gory stuff that happened beyond like some of him using a chainsaw and stuff. Um, there's one thing I there was like that one thing I didn't mention on there because that lady who ran the hardware store, it was just her, right? And that guy came in there and got her. He shot her, right? Yeah, I remember he got a gun. They wrote on the manifest. I think I don't know if you returned it or like it said one something, and he ended up getting like the receipt for that. You know, I mean they didn't do that. That would be an interesting idea. Want to catch somebody? Oh wait! Quick Slice was able to establish science. Commerce Glory. Okay, I got you. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Glory had her own. I guess Carla had a birthday party. Glory had a birthday party for Carla, which is cool. And Glory doesn't go live that much, you know. To go live, people go live as much as me. I go live a lot, you know. But I really liked it, but I don't think it was the best Ed Gein story, you know. 'Cause I did not like the way he did the voice. I mean, he played too cartoony. That's the only problem I had with the movie, pretty much. That's it. And then he made him angelic towards the end. Now, there's a scene that alludes to Silence of the Lambs. There's one kid during a Halloween party, they're trying to move Ed Gein's tombstone, right? And then the guy goes down this road, and then he sees Anthony Perkins, and then he runs up. He sees that guy play Buffalo Bill with the coat on him. And then you see him when he runs, sits down in the truck, and you see the guy running off. That's what ends. It's like he influenced another filmmaker. However, I thought it was going to be, now, of course, oh, crap. Who directed, who directed, Jonathan Demme. Okay, yeah. His first movie was Stop Making Sense, by the way. Um, anyways, ended up being Anthony Hopkins, which I thought was cool because if it influenced, if it influenced Silence Limbs, would it have influenced Manhunter? Because Manhunter was made like about like 6 7 years before Michael Mann's. Well, no, I think Michael Mann made Manhunter either in 84, 85. I remember we rented it, and then my friend got it, and then I started watching it again. I really got into it more than I did the first time. I see a correlation between that and Silence of the Lambs, even though Silence of the Lambs draws it out a little bit better than that one does. Because this one would have it was just like that one guy that was supposed to be the Hannibal Lecter character in the Manslaughter or Manhunter. I probably would have solved a lot of your problems. It's the interaction between him. It was played by oh, I can't remember his name. Not Steve Allen. Oh, I hope not. It doesn't go that far. Um, but I mean, I like the show. I mean, I don't think it's the best of the series. I just don't like his voice. That really hurt it for me. And then it changed from like episode to episode. A couple episodes, his voice changed, like episode 3 and episode 4. Then went back to Damn shame, damn shame. And it seemed too phony, too cartoonish to me. That's why I didn't buy the movie. Um, but it's cool because it's like he gets arrested and put away like 2.5 hours. I mean, like another two more episodes than some of this episode. Some of the sixth episode, and all of a sudden the eighth episode are like that. There's a little bit of a reunion at the very bottom of the final show, which I think is cool. So I guess that's it. Yeah, I should be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. That'd be a weird one to see again. 'Cause I remember like they had there's a place called Paragon Home Video, and they had like a very bizarre um film opening. It's like these are warnings and stuff for Paragon Home Video. Here's some attraction we like boarding house. They had a big warning for it. Boarding house, gate to hell, motel, gate to hell, funeral home. Uh, the movie The Witching. Everybody wants to be happy, you know. And what else was there? Well, boarding house. That was the first movie based on a video. Cool, cool, cool. That's cool. But I mean, it's like, it's all right. But as far as like the Ed Gein movies are concerned, I give this one like a. I really no. Don't get me wrong. I really really liked it. I just didn't buy his voice, so I give it 8.75 out of 10. Right? I just didn't like his voice at all. Now for the movies like Ed Gein, I mean, besides that one, that's based on him. One that's based on his true life was a movie called what was it? Trapeze Artist. I think it was called. Well, it's also called The Prince of Pennsylvania with Keanu Reeves. Oh, how long was it off panel? Also, Keanu Reeves was in it too. You know, I think Keanu Reeves is a good actor. But lots of different moving parts of these movies. You know, and I liked it. I'll tell you what. I think the miniseries is in third place, 8.75 because I couldn't deal with his voice. Second place was Ed Gein with from 2001 with Steve Rails back in it, right? Now, not including Psycho or Three on a Fish Hook or Halloween or anything like that. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So I'm ranking a movie right now. So, oh wow. But like I said, yeah, these shows are okay. But I mean, I think the Steve Rails back one is like a 9.60 out of 10. The best Ed Gein movie is Deranged, 1974. I think what's his face? Tom Savini, who did makeup effects for this. Uh he got out of Vietnam. He like a year later, I think he was doing this movie. I know he did Death Dream also. And then, he was doing his own stuff after that. But this was like one of his movies. It was pretty cool. I mean, I like Tom Savini's work, you know. I had a good choice to have something like that in there. Bring a little more fun to it. I have no idea what's going to be next. in the monster series. I didn't bother watch the Menendez brothers one though. Didn't seem like they were serial killers. So I guess they just killed two people, but I don't know. See what's going to be on next week, and they include a lot of names in here. A lot of little guest appearances they had. They had Richard Speck. They had the guy who kept the red shoes. Uh, they mentioned some other people. They had Ted Bundy there. They had not Al Bundy, that's married with children, and they had what's his face from Anthony Hopkins. He didn't want to lose his beard. Okay, I fixed it. I got it now. So I mean, I guess that's it. I think Ed Gein was a really good show. I think it was very in depth. I just didn't have. I'm just talking about movie in general. I think Deranged is the best and creepiest of the three things because there's lots of different things that happen. I think this Ed Gein was the most thorough. I think Deranged was the best and most accurate of the three. Now, one other thing, when he got that gun in that thing, I thought he wrote down his something in a receipt, bought one gun or something like that. But there's something about a receipt to help link him to the murder of that lady that ran the hardware store. I think it's something about that too. But no, I liked it. I thought I'd give it like 8.75 out of 10, just the voice, right? If he would have done something else, you know, whatever it kind of changes in episode 3, right? It changes from dark and deeper and stuff like that. That helps a lot in the movie. I mean, he was nuts, so, but just the voice, like, "Hi, how you doing? How you doing?" I don't think it would have worked for him, you know? I could be wrong, no, but I don't think so. You think I could be wrong? What's that? Okay, no, okay, got you, buddy. So that's it. Um, I wanted to thank everybody who joined, and I want to thank the guy who did the AI for this really cool AI. I want to thank Todd for being on my other panel, and I explained everything about the movies and the Ed Gein stuff and everything. So hope you liked the video, buddy. Till next time, please. Oh, till next time, please take care, Legion. Good night, everybody. Good night. 40.